I used to struggle a lot with confidence, as pretty much any fat kid in high school would. But the funny thing is, actually, even after I lost the weight, the confidence was just not there. I just found different things to be insecure of every time I walked out of my house. I could walk outside the house and I would feel pretty insecure of certain things. Maybe my acne, maybe the way my face looks, whatever. And even though it might be like literally nothing that people other people may notice, I was well aware of that. So every time I walked out of the house, I think, oh, what if that guy thinks this way about me? What if this guy thinks, oh, I look like this? I was never free in my own head. I was never just confident. I never could walk out and feel good about myself. I never felt confident. That's the word. I never felt confident. I was always completely like, my life revolved around what people thought of me. I could walk out and think, oh, what did these people think about me? This, that. But that all changed for me when I got onto self improvement in 2022. Especially towards the beginning of 2023, this was when I had a completely different mindset shift. And the one thing that helped me go from being very timid and fearful about things was to being, I guess, fearless in a way and being more confident is just an upgrade in mindset. How I kept, like, I just mentioned that I felt pretty timid. The issue was I always never felt dominant about anything. I could never go into any challenge and feel good about myself. I remember in school, every time we would have races and stuff, even though it wasn't a significant race, just a running race, just to get warmed up in my sports class, I would never feel confident. I would always feel nervous. Literally, setting up my mark, and I would feel nervous. And I could, like, the guys running beside me, I know I'm faster than them, and yet I would feel so nervous. I never had any confidence in myself. I was always running away from challenges. Anything that came to me, and something that was rather more difficult to face, I would just run away from it. I would never be willing to, okay, let's actually take this on and come out on the right side of it. I would never have that mindset. I would always be timid and rather think about, oh, how am I going to escape this, than actually taking the challenge on. But especially in early 2023, this was when I can specifically remember I almost intentionally put myself in uncomfortable situations that I know I usually would run away from. I tried to put myself in that situation whenever the opportunity presented itself. I remember going to my first day in university, and like, for the introverted guy that I am, usually this would be the perfect opportunity for me to not speak to anyone and just be by myself. But I made sure I go and speak to a couple people. I made sure it wasn't even with the intentions of, okay, I want to make friends or whatever. I just wanted to put myself in an uncomfortable situation and be more social than I am. And that's just one very small example. But at that point, so many times, throughout my day, whenever an opportunity was there, that, okay, I could go and, come out a better person out of this, I put myself in that situation. Even though it was the most unnecessary thing for me to do, I would go and do it purposely, because I wanted to get better. I wanted to take that challenge on, then run out of it. I wanted that fear of failure or that fear of what people may think of me to just completely vanish. And I made sure I do that. Every time, this opportunity presented itself, I almost viewed myself from a different perspective. Like, I'm here and I have my thoughts. I made myself think about me in a different way, as if someone else was looking at me. I'm like, okay, Ashwin, go, this is the perfect time for you now. Go and take this challenge on. And I made myself do that multiple times. You have to make yourself comfortable in being uncomfortable situations. And what I mean by that is, for example, most guys who are introverted, we struggle speaking to women. So if there's a group of women or whatever, you're in your class or whatever, and you usually don't speak to them, I'm not saying you have to be comfortable speaking to them, but put yourself in that situation as much as you possibly can. Fine, there are a group of women, then go and speak to them. Try and put yourself in that position. I did that, and honestly, I wouldn't say my confidence skyrocketed, but it's become so much more that it's more than my confidence increasing. That fear of what other people think of me has almost nearly vanished away. And that fear of what people think of you, when that vanishes, that is naturally when confidence will come to you. A lot of us have this mindset of, okay, when I make money, I'm going to be confident. When I get this, I'm going to be happy. When I get this, I feel good about myself. But the truth is, that's not good. And I have been through that. When I was a fat kid, I would dream about having anywhere near a not fat physique. I could look at an average person in terms of their physique, and I'd be like, oh man, I wish. I never even thought about, oh, I want abs, I want this muscle, that bicep. No, I could literally look at a person and be like, okay, that's a pretty average physique, and I would dream of having that. It didn't even cross my mind that I could achieve that. And once I did, that confidence never came through. that confidence never came through. I was thinking about, oh, I'm skinny, fat, I don't have much muscle. People think of me as skinny, but yet I don't have muscles, I don't have abs. That's what I will be thinking. The confidence factor never changed. The day you be more confident is the day that you first know. The day you be more willing to take challenges on instead of running away from it is the day you will be more confident. Because confidence is not something you can just directly increase. It comes from losing that fear of what people think of you, losing that fear of, oh, if I do this and they think of me, or if I fail in this. That fear of if I fail needs to go away. If you fail, put that thought in the freaking trash, and trust me, your confidence will naturally come through. So yeah, put yourself in uncomfortable situations, and I promise you, over time, if you constantly do that, you'll notice your confidence coming up. Look, this is my hair looking at it.